this is such an astoundingly wonderful film, as was Moonlight, and you've done these two films with Barry. I just wanted to ask you, what is it about him? What is it about him that he is a...
And also, I think Barry is fearless. I think Barry tapped something in everyone with whom he works. He's not afraid to look back. He insists that if you look back and you open all the closets and all the doors of all the things that have happened, and he's been very forthright about this in his own conversation, that you learn and you grow. And that's been a set of physics that's been personally incredibly important to me, and I think very important to us as producers. I guess I rely on it in a really profound way. Like it's super hard and it's full of disquiet and dis-ease, and yet I think it's the sort of bedrock of storytelling. And it's you also do that, and it's why I've been so privileged to work with you as well. I just really believe in that set of physics. I believe in, you have to turn around and say, wait, what's in those closets and what's behind those doors? As a person, as a father, a mother, aunt, an uncle, a brother, a sister, a citizen, just feels like a really crucial directionality. So I'm charged when I'm around Barry because it raises me.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, and the film, of course, the film raises us. Kiki, I wanted to ask you, is this your first film?
Yes, that's correct.
Great job.
Wow, that's incredible. Okay, geez. So how was that? How was that for you in terms of, you must have known the nature of the opportunity being presented, but also the people who you were going to be working with,
Experience, just based off of, telling a story like this, but then also working with the amazing people that I got to work with. I feel so blessed because you see in this movie all of these people, coming around my character Tish, but that's really how all of the people that I got to work with came around me, Kiki Lane. As I was experiencing all of these new things and having to learn a lot really, really fast, which coming into it definitely made me nervous. I didn't know if all of these veterans might get upset, like, oh, something that, maybe we could have did in 2 takes to, 4, just because I wasn't aware of how it worked. But thankfully everyone was really supportive of me learning and, gaining all of this new knowledge, and continue to be supportive as I, every day there's something new. And so I don't know, I got really lucky, and that's not just the cast, that's crew, production team, everyone, took such good care of me and continues to do that.
Let me just say, my first film was a B horror movie called Bad Meat, and the tagline was, "It's the meat, it's bad," and so, fuck you.
But Dave, I do have to congratulate you on making those sandals work. That is a heroic effort, my friend. Let alone the cardigan. I mean, wow. Good work. Good work.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I had a lot to overcome being the guy who wears socks with sandals. And it made me grow out that dirty little stash too, so digging myself out of the deep hole.
I wanted to ask you though, Dave, I mean, because I love your character. He comes in at a time in the film where this couple are going through real challenges, and he's kind of this ray of light in there as well. You know, did you base that character on people you've met, or you know, where did you pull that character from?
Yeah, I mean, the character is kind of defined by one line that he says. He says, "I'm just my mother's son." Sometimes that's all that makes the difference between us and them. And it's a really simple statement, but I think it says a lot. It's kind of implying that he had a loving mother who raised him the right way, and that kind of just allowed him to go out into the world with an open mind and empathy for others. And I just kind of, you know, let's be honest, I'm in the movie for 5 minutes. I'm sure most of you are wondering what the fuck Dave Franco's doing here. But, I love this movie, and I'm just trying to help support it as much as I can. And really, I mean, the truth is, my main criteria for choosing films these days is I want to work with filmmakers who I admire, and I want to work on projects that are at least trying to do something new and bring something different to the screen. And so I'd much rather be in one scene in a Barry Jenkins movie than be the lead in some movie that's really derivative.
Agreed on that. Stefan. Oh, Stefan. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
I love this guy so much. So listen, there's some pretty good chemistry between you guys on that screen. I mean, wow. So that's not something you can just, I know for a fact you can't just cast that person, and hope. So what happened? Did Barry get you guys together to see if it would work, or was it just alchemy? I noticed the lights came up on that. You guys really wanted to hear the answer. How did that all come together?
Honestly, I think it just came from a deep respect that Kiki and I had for the material that we had for Baldwin. Obviously that we had for Barry Jenkins, and I think we both sort of looked each other in the eyes at the beginning of this whole process and said, that this entire story, this entire film was going to hinge on our relationship. And if people weren't going to believe that, then the film wasn't going to work. So just a deep respect, a big credit to Barry Jenkins for creating an environment that was safe for us to play, for us to be nervous, for us to experiment, for us to fail. I think it's a big testament to him that he gave us the space and the time to find ourselves within these characters.
It's really, really beautiful work, you guys. Nicholas, I wanted to ask you this score, which it's the second time I've seen the film, and it just so sits with the film. Where does the film begin? Where does the score end? And vice versa. It's just so beautifully interwoven. You did Moonlight as well with Barry. Talk to us about that working relationship and the specificity of what you were able to bring to this.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I think that one of the things that Barry and I do together is we work so closely together, and there's a feeling, I think, with film music where it's very abstract music. Like, it's hard to know for anyone, I think, what's going to work in the film. So I think we approach it really with this perspective of we're going to go on a journey together, and we're going to experiment, and we're going to spend a lot of time together. And I remember right before we started working on Moonlight, it was the first time we'd worked together, and Barry said, what's the best way for this to work? Like, how should we approach this? And I said, you have to come to my studio, and we will just sit there, and we will try things, and we'll watch the picture, and we'll put things up against it and see how it feels. And in a way, I think that's something where we're very open to trying things, and also Barry is just unbelievably open to this experimentation where he follows his feelings, and we're really going moment to moment, trusting that kind of almost like physical sensation you get when something works. Because to your point about when the music really feels like it's in the film, I always think that when something works, it feels like it's almost like woven into the thread of the movie itself. And there's sometimes when you try a piece of music and it feels like it's almost sort of like sitting on top of the movie. So I think both of us are always going for this feeling where it almost feels like it's in the movie. And I don't exactly know what that is or how to sort of describe like what works, but I think we sort of feel it when it does, and Barry knows what he's looking for. I mean, I think we've all experienced that. He has this very, very strong sense of what he wants, and he's so and he trusts those feelings, and he has such a profoundly strong sense of that, and you trust that, and you go with him, and I've been so honored and inspired to work with him because I think I've personally found things and created things with him that I never thought I might be able to.
I wanted to ask you, Jeremy, in relation to, well, films with black people in them, are shrouded in a lot of perception. You guys at Plan P make nuanced films, layered films with great filmmakers, with great artisans. But when you make a film like 12 Years a Slave, which you did, the perception is that's a slavery film. When we made Selma, that's a civil rights film. Now this film, it deals with black struggle to a certain extent, but when I come away from it, my overriding feeling is I've just seen an unapologetic romance. It's a beautiful love story and makes no bones about it. It is